So should I start right now? Should I share PPT?
Good morning to our guest speaker, Dr. Dhruv Brumbach, our director, CA, Dr. Marzun Jokisa, our faculty members, and my dear students. Warm greetings to one and all present over here. On behalf of Faculty of Commerce, SNPIC, GLS University, I, Dr. Anjali Trivedi, extend a warm welcome to all of you present in our today's guest session on contemporary issues in economics, and also extend a note of thank you to our guest speaker, Dr. Dhruv Brumbach, as a session expert. After COVID pandemic, every economy is trying to boost investment in various sectors. Every economy varies from each other due to their different contemporary issues, such as issues related to emerging markets, due to its equanimity issues and underscored by its reliance on domestic demand for growth. Low global commodity price regime, rate cut cycle, the idea to explore manufacturing and exports possibility with low wages compared to the peers, its high rate of population growth, disorder of labor demand, fiscal and current account deficit, and its pace of expansion and growth, both actual and potential. Present best investment and business returns, competitiveness in a recent rating report, and the government is conscious about problems of doing business, both foreign and domestic. So now I would like to invite CA Dr. Marzun Joki, our Dean, Faculty of Commerce, for the welcome address.
Thank you, Dr. Anjali ma'am. Good morning, Dr. Dhruv Brumbach, expert speaker of the day, Anjali ma'am, Beena ma'am, and dear students. Rightly mentioned by Anjali ma'am, economics is a branch of social science that studies how people interact with value. And economics affect nearly all aspects of our life, being such a versatile subject and so widely used in day-to-day life that the graduates of the subject can expect a great career prospect. And today we are extremely fortunate to have with us Dr. Dhruv Brumbach, the expert speaker who will be sharing and discussing on the contemporary issues in economics. On behalf of Faculty of Commerce SMPIC, I extend sincere gratitude to Dr. Dhruv Brumbach for accepting our invitation. Thank you so much, sir. And we are sure that today's students will be having an enriching session. Tyler Cowen said, and I hereby quote, economics is everywhere, and understanding economics can help you better to take better decision and to lead a happier life. Appreciate efforts of Dr. Anjali ma'am and Beena ma'am for planning and coordinating today's session. Thank you so much, Anjali ma'am. You can please take it forward.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. To explore contemporary issues in economics, I feel privileged to introduce Dr. Dhruv Brumbach, who is currently associated with Faculty of Management, GLS University. He had done his PhD research work on an empirical analysis on determinants of brand equity from consumers' perspective for the online retail marketplace of select companies in Gujarat and qualified UGC NET. His professional and research experience includes working on brand equity, brand valuation methods, brand elements under brand management, descriptive statistics, predictive analysis, prospective analysis, diagnostic analysis under data analytics, application of various market research techniques with tools like SPSS, Excel, Tabula, R Analytics, etc. under market research. Various strategy for micro and macro economy from the perspective and marketing and develop the models on it under econometrics and marketing models as well. He has published his research papers in recognized journals and also performed a role of writer and reviewer of major books. I request him to engage an interesting session with you all. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, all of you over there. Hope I am audible, first of all.
Yes, sir, you are. Thank you.
Yes. So, first of all, thank you so much for this big introduction. By the way, I think in a short, I am Dhruv Brumbach, and I think people over there are too much techno savvy who can surf me on the internet and who can understand about me. So, thank you so much again for explaining my expertise over there. So, first, I'll really thanks and really appreciated the efforts of Joki sir, respected Joki sir, for inviting me as a resource person over here. And I can see the enthusiasm and the innovation that has been implanted into the institute that really make sure the students will definitely gain a more and more kind of a knowledge and a wisdom from this kind of a events and this kind of a programs that should be conducted in the future also. So I really congratulate Joki sir for inviting me and again arranging this kind of a program where students can gain something called out of the blue, out of the book kind of a knowledge that we have. And I think in today's scenario, everybody have seen books are being there, but people required those people who have a skills. So today we are living into the world of skills, and for that I think you required something called skill based learning. So this kind of arrangements will definitely boost this kind of skill based learning. Apart of that, I also really thanks Anjali madam and Abina madam over there who coordinating this particular program and who innovate or maybe originated this kind of a things. So I really thanks for that also. So I think today we am going to just I'm jumping into the topic today that we have. So first of all, really good morning to all of you over there. To be very precisely and frankly, that I'm telling you when I'm telling the word economics, for the students fraternity always comes into the mind it would be a very boring kind of a subject for sure. I know that. So very frank way I'm just telling you, but just precisely I'm telling you, when you are telling a word economics, you see newspaper, televisions are always been full of this kind of a word. Indian economy is going down, Indian economy is going up. They are largely telling us about the economics only. Rationality behind this is that it really make a sense through the any kind of economy of any world or any kind of a nation. You can understand what kind of a nation, what is the direction of the nation is there. And because of that, I think economics is a very large word that is being used into the newspapers and maybe into the media also. Say for example, if repo rate is increased by 0.5 percentage or 0.4 percentage, maybe the headlines for us. So why it is being, what is so-called significance of it? So today I am coming up with that topic only. Okay, what is the current scenario, or you can say what is the current understanding of the economics that we have? So I'm just coming up with the one PPT just for your reference, so you can understand and you can direct it in the right manner. Okay, what where the particular presentation is going on. So I'm just sharing this PPT with you guys. So just wait for a moment. Hope it is visible over there. Anybody who can prompt me, is it visible?
Yes, sir, visible, visible.
Okay, thank you. So, coming up with the topic, as I say, contemporary issue in Indian economy. So, we have seen lots of digitalization, digital currency, cryptocurrency, econometrics, analysis, all are being there into the worldwide spread right now. And today, economy is not limited to printing money only. It is beyond that. It is beyond your imagination, I think, where people are using so many tools, techniques, technology to predict, or you can say to understand the economy. And accordingly, our projects, our plans, our budget has been established. By the way, just for your information, this current budget that has been presented by Honorable Finance Minister Dr. Nirmala Sitaraman, as all the budget has been analyzed through digital technology, or you can say digitalized way. There is not a single page that has been used. So today I am going to be cover on that topic only. So if we see what I'm going to be covered today, is this five basic topic that I'm going to be explore in some in terms of a, you can say, worldwide way, or you can say very very case study method way, where I'm going to give you lots of cases and example of each and everything. So if you see the list over here, first of all, utilization of technology, digital currency, econometrics, innovation and sustainable development, and last that we are going to understand the budget 2022. So I'm going to cover this five topics. I think so. According to my perspective, these are the contemporary issue for the economics. Maybe if you see law of demand, law of supply into the book, by the way, but you never see this five topics in your book. According to me, you never see this five topics in your book. Okay, so let us see and explore what it is being, how, what is the relevant into the economics. So going further, first is utilization of technology. So when I'm say a technology a word, I'll always be in a question mark. Okay, if we use a technology in impower manner, we'll lose the employability. Okay, so we lose the employability. That is the one of the biggest question that has been there. I have seen lots of articles, I have seen lots of journals who have published that, okay, by 2040, by 2045, like, there are lots of jobs that is going to be retrenched. But according to me, you never see there are lots of new jobs are also going to be emerge. So it is not all about the old job or maybe the conventional job is going to be there. It is all about update yourself. I think this particular thing is going. Just wait. Okay. So according to me, this technology will give you the skill base. As I say, a latest skill should be adopted so you can upgrade yourself. As I say earlier also, we are not living to the conventional world where a very simple skills and simple wisdom or knowledge is being required. Right now you need to upgrade, you need to understand the technology, you need to understand the significance of the technology into the various businesses, into the various economics also. So because of that, I have used this topic that is called utilization of technology that we are going to see. So as I said earlier also, it is not all about people are going to fire from the job. It is not like that. We need to upgrade ourselves. That is the need of the hour. Okay, earlier it requires, say for example, for a banking job you required maybe financial literacy that you require. Right now maybe you require more over a technology, because every transaction, every financial statements, every financial analysis, every economic analysis even is being touched or maybe analyzed through technology only. And because of that, I have picked up this particular topic that is called utilization of the technology. Let us explore that part also. Now, what is the relevance with the what is the relevance of technology with economics, by the way? So I'm just giving you the relevance over here. There are lots of rationalization behind it. So time is money, first of all. Try to understand, if we use a technology in a very good and tremendous manner, you can produce more amount of goods and services. Say for example, if any of the goods has been produced within a 1 hour, maybe with the help of technology you can produce within a 15 minutes or a 10 minutes. So ultimately it increased the number of products and goods that is being manufactured, that sum up with the profit, that sum up with the GDP growth. So as I say for example, like just give you one small example over here. I have read one of the article which suggests that, okay, in this COVID situation also, Indian IT sectors have boomed like anything. The growth, or you can say the export that Arabian countries do for the oils, maybe touched 2.4 trillion dollars. We have also export the softwares and applications to the foreign countries, approx 2.4 trillion dollars. So how it can be possible? In the COVID situation also, we are utilizing time. We are utilizing time in a very magnificent manner. And because of that, it turns into the production, it turns into the service deliverable. And that boosts the economy, that boosts definitely economy. So that is the one of the things. Another thing is efficiency is going to be achieved over there. Say for example, I'm giving you one small example of efficiency for this. Those people who live in Ahmedabad, I think, who understand that, okay, when you are being in a traffic signal, okay, when you are being in a traffic signal crossroads over there, where timers are going to be put on, there are timers, you need to wait for particular timers. Now all the timers are a static timer. The time is being stated over there, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, you need to wait regardless there is a traffic or not. Say for example, at 11 p.m. at night, you are going over there at some of the crossroad, where there is nobody is there in a crossroad, and there is a 50 seconds, 50 seconds waiting time. It has been there. It's so irritating to wait over there. If we use the technology in a par manner, assume that if we use the technology in a par manner, if we use artificial intelligence, put on the camera, that camera will identify the density of the traffic, and accordingly the timer is going to be updated. If that would be the provision, you can save a time, you can save a fuel, you can save lots of things. And as I say, it really related to the economy. There are very small things that consolidated together creates the big things. So these are the small things who create the big economy for us. Okay. Second, that we have a specialization. So I think if we see again, I'm focusing more on IT sector right now. Our Indian IT sector is booming, and again, if you see the latest brand elements, or you can say brand scores and brand values of the IT, where TCS scores number two, Accenture number one, by the way, and Wipro seventh, and these are the companies who are the Indian-based company. I think TCS and Wipro, both of the things, scores second and a seventh consecutively in the worldwide, which shows that we are specialized something through this. So through this, you can also boost up the economy, because you understand that every country is known for some specific specialization. Say for example, you'll Italian marble, you'll come up with that. Germany car. These are the things. Americans, you can say the digital gadgets that we are. So as India, through the technology, we are being specialized for the IT sector. Moreover, I have seen a lots of growth into the health sector also. Say, for example, I'm just giving another example of medical tourism right now. If you see the hospital called Krishna Shelby, which has been there in Shela, I think, who has been specialized for the heart transplant surgery. And you come to know with that particular thing, with the help of that, they are inviting lots of people from the foreign countries. And the foreigners are coming over here. Now understand that when foreigners are coming over here for the treatment, they have to give money to the India in terms of treatment, in terms of the travel, in terms of the service, in terms of lodging and boarding, everything it has been there. So ultimately, it boosts the economy of us. So specialization gives the economical impact for sure. Natural resources is another example. As we see today, we live into the green energy, or you can say green technology is one of the big topic that has been discussed today, where electrical vehicles, renewable energy vehicles, utilization of the renewable energy, maybe the wind energy, hydro energy, all are the energies which is being focused more by the government. And they understand that if we save these natural resources ultimately, which enhance the economy, how? That is the question, by the way. Say, for example, if we use the electrical vehicles in a good manner, we can save lots of natural resources. I hope you are knowing and studying over there in economics also. Productivity, the term called productivity of any nation depends on a natural resources. If you save natural resources in a good manner, you are being at the top. Say, for example, if you take the example of Canada as a country, where Canada is too blessed by the natural resources. They have lots of amount of spaces over there. Carbon footprint of that nation is too low. Well, there are lots of space to be available for the people, so you can grow more trees, you can grow more agriculture sector, you can grow, expand yourself. Where in India, we are in a lack of natural resources. So in terms of technology, if I'm telling you, if we utilize technology in a good way, we can save lots of natural resources, which turns into the higher amount of productivity. Then we have industrial expansion. So I think, as I said earlier, if I'm talking about industrial expansion, so just give you the industry 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and 4.0. These are the four industrialization, or you can say revolution of the industry that we have seen. So earlier we have industry 1.0, where everything, every manufacturing industry or service industry has been worked through man only. There is no machines over there. Okay. Through that, there is a very high amount of time that has been consumed to produce something, very high amount of efforts that you need to put on. Right now, again, second industry 2.0 has been come over here right now. Then some kind of a big machines has been come over there. Boilers, or maybe industrialization, engineering works, machineries are being there who are put on over there. Through that, you can minimize the time. You can increase the manufacturing units. Then industry 3.0 has been come, where computers are being introduced, maybe into the 90s, or maybe the 2000 is the year of that. And where computers are minimizing the efforts, again, who is coming with the reports and all that. Right now, we live into the industry 4.0, where automation, artificial intelligence is one of the biggest impact that we have seen. And through that, you can turn into the wonderful development. Say, for example, just give you another example, because I always been saying I'm a man of examples. I'm giving the example right now. Uh, if you see, there are lots of events has been happen where a gas has been leaked and some of the chemical has been leaked, and we need to see there are lots of labor has been died because of the you can say not a precautionary action has been taken for in terms of a safety. Suppose if we use technology, artificial intelligence and automation into every plant. Assume that if there is a small leakage, that indication goes to the manager. If we use that kind of intelligence, that is called industry automation. That is a need of the hour again. So we can save lives. Apart of that, we can save the plant. We have seen lots of companies who are facing maybe the any work, or maybe there is a like leakages, there is a fire who's picking up. Due to that, the whole business has been lost, and ultimately, any of the business has been lost. It is a loss of economy. So through industrial expansion, I think we can expand our expertise, we can expand our profit, we can expand everything, we can develop ourselves in 360 degree. And that is one of the motive. Research, I think India has been lacking into this research part, by the way, through technology. And by the way, we have saying that if any of the country who is being top into the research always stand as a developed country, where China and America would be the stand as one of the good research countries, where number of patterns, number of theses, number of you can say various innovations has been taken place at a very large level. Try to understand one thing, through research you can also boost the economy. Say for example, maybe 10 years ago you never know, maybe 20 years ago you never know, within one click I can order a vada pav through Zomato. You never know. Right now you are ordering it, for you it is usual. I think through technology and research only that is when going to be happen. Maybe after 10 years or 20 years you will see more innovation, more research is going to be conducted, and the life that you are living right now, it is not going to be there. It is going to be altogether a changed life. We have the option of online and digitalization right now. Maybe in the future you have more amount of ethics. So for example, I'm giving you another example of research right now. So I have seen one of the a device that is called virtual reality devices, and so for example augmented reality devices. You see paperfry.com right now who endorse themselves. Paperfry.com, who is one of the furniture online furniture selling company. What they are doing through the research, they are including the augmented reality over there. What they have imagined, by the way, okay, when you are buying a furniture, of course you require a real look. Okay, say for example, if I'm buying a sofa for my living room, if I put that sofa into my living room, how it looks, you require that imagination. So this company have provided the imagination through this. You click your living room's photo, you click out that living room, pick up any sofa that you required. When you pick up the sofa, that sofa artificially will place to your living room and will give you the look, okay, how it looks in your living room. This kind of a things. Now, moral of the story is that through technology you can convert your sales. Everything is possible. You can remotely sell anything. You can remotely sell any of the things. I have seen lots of people in Bombay, in Mumbai real estate, where people are using virtual reality. They show you the flats, they show you the schemes through virtual reality. So, as I say, business is not been stopped. If you are offline or online, there is nothing, there is no limitation or no barrier for that. Trade goes and goes and goes on. Okay. As the next topic that we have is the internet and international trade, it has been beyond that. As I say, trading is not limited to the region, not limited to the state, not limited to the even country also. It goes from one particular country to another particular country. And very easy to buy anything. Sharing of the information has been there, and country trade has increased like anything. One of the example that I have give you, the IT trade that we have seen, we have a tremendous amount of achievement, approx $2.4 trillion achievement that we have achieved. So this is the way international trade is going on. The next big topic that always been there in the mind, but shayad if I'm going very further and explain into the detailed way, people are there who don't know really what is digital currency and cryptocurrency. Both are a different term. Okay, digital currency, it means you are having a currency in form of electronic form, a digital form. Say for example, when you are using a Google Pay, it is also a digital currency. Paytm wallet is also digital currency, where there is the transaction has been occurred, but there is no fiat money involved. There is only a digital money information passed from one device to another device. And ultimately, if you see in a very larger picture, when you are entering balance check in your mobile, check my balance, the number would come, not money would come. That number itself is information, nothing else. You say, for example, there is 10,000 rupees in your account, and when you say check my balance, at the same moment of the time, the number would come. They're not giving me the fiat money, the physical money. That shows that your money is being stored in a digital form. Okay. Now, going further, what is the provision for the digital currency? Why it is really been helpful for India? What is the motto of digital currency? What is so-called difference between digital currency and a cryptocurrency? Let us assume that, as I say, I've come up with a very simple, sober kind of a PPT where, as I say, digital currency means a transaction has been occurred from one device to another device. Information has been passed from one device to another device with a secure platform, nothing else. This is called digital currency. Now, what is cryptocurrency? A part of that. To understand this, what is cryptocurrency? Simple logic has been applied. Say, for example, if I'm debiting or crediting some amount into my savings account, now central bank or maybe any of the bank is knowing that. My HDFC Bank, RBI, everybody is knowing that this much amount has been transferred from one account to another account. This is called centralized database system, or you can say centralized system who put on over there in economy, and where we can know how much amount has been debited, credited. We can record the transaction at every moment of the time. When I'm talking about the cryptocurrency, crypto, it means that you are converting information from one form to another form. Crypto means that. Cryptocurrency, it means what? Your transaction, your trade is really known to you only. There is a decentralized system. Nobody is knowing and nobody is going to record your transaction, how much money that you have. A transaction is going to be done on a crypto basis where one information is going to be passed from one person to another person only, but that two person only knows how much money both have. A kind of secrecy has been not going to be revealed. It is going to be secret transaction for that. No centralized bank, no RBI, nothing is knowing about your transaction. That is called cryptocurrency in a very simple manner, that I'm in a very liberal manner, layman people that I'm telling you. Or else if I've taken cryptocurrencies lecture, I required more amount of time. So this is called cryptocurrency. Now Indian government is planning to introduce this digital currency. The main reason behind digital currency is that it gives you transparency. It gives you a wide amount of transparency. Say for example, if you see in COVID situation, more UPI transaction has been done. More and more amount of digital transaction has been occurred through net banking, through UPI, as we say, through credit card, debit card, kind of that, where there is no fiat money has been involved. If it is going to be happen, it is a good sign of the economy. Why? Because hope you are knowing that what is black money. In economy, black money, it means what? Non-registered or non-recorded money transaction. If you give a cash to your maid in terms of the 5,000, it is also being said like a maybe a black money for that maid, because government is not knowing the transaction, how much amount of income it has been earned by your maid. So in this way, if we have a more amount of digital transaction, it gives you the transparency. It gives you a more and more better opportunity from the government's perspective, okay, how much money is been flowing, how much money is being valued. Say for example, we have a bigger market for the, you can say, informal sectors, where every transaction has been done through the cash money, and around 40 to 45 percentage of the people, or maybe the transaction has been done in that way. Now government is not knowing how much money is been earned by from one person to another person. That is called mainstream. And because of that, if we see right now Indian government, what Indian government has been done, if you see any kind of a small shop, or maybe if you see any kind of a vendor over there, a small, I think a small एक इडली बेचने वाला भी शायद right now we have come up with the PTM, we have a phone pay, who have record the transactions, and through that we can understand that this is the flow of the money. The money is been flowing from one particular place to another particular place. Earlier, when there is a cash transaction, government is not knowing where the money is going to be flow. So through digital currency, they can plan out certain ways how much money that we are gaining, how much money that we are losing. And through that, they make a certain amount of strategies for them. Okay, there is a very emerging term and very emerging topic that is out of the blue topic, I think, that is called econometrics. Many of the people are always been questioned, okay, what is econometrics, how it is being used and all that. So in a very simple way, econometrics means you are integrating economics and statistics both together, and what are the results that has been coming, that calls econometrics. Say for example, if we go for you can say uh, this अपने हवामान विभाग को देखते हैं, assume that okay, where they are predicting okay, tomorrow there would be the humidity like this, tomorrow we are going to have a rain over there, tomorrow we have this. They are predicting the data from the past data. The same scenario has been applied for the econometrics also, in a very layman people that I'm telling you right now, where we have lots of transaction in terms of GDP rate, export, import, so many capital exchange, so many deficit, capital deficit, GST returns, so many things has been there. Now through this past data, I am predicting the future scenario. Say for example, we have a GST returns over there through the state-wise, city-wise, everything. Now, through that past data, I can predict that in the future also Gujarat will give me the highest amount of GST, Maharashtra will give me the highest amount of GST rates, and I can also predict how much GST would be collected. Now, what is the use of it? Use of it is like that you can project these strategies accordingly. Suppose if Gujarat is giving me a more amount of GST in terms of next quarter, so if I want to launch some expenditure, or if I want to launch any capital expenditure, if I want to launch new projects, new flyovers, new dams, kind of a that, I can. Because ultimately I'm knowing that I'm going to get this amount of money in the future. So econometrics again is forecasting the future. That is also called artificial intelligence for us, and it is one of the trending thing that would become. If we see again in a budget, you have been blessed that in India right now, in a gift city, they are going to be open a fintech university. If we see the budget in a very critical way, what is fintech? Finance and technology both are integrating together. It means what? We are understanding the financial trends. Matlab, what is the trade policy? What is the various transaction that is going to be covered in the future through your analysis, through your technical analysis. So that is also emerging for the young buddies like you. I'm just suggesting you guys, please see this, please explore this econometrics as well as the financial technology in the future also. This would be the future jobs, the requirement. Maybe you don't require a financial analyst, you require financial predictors, you require maybe the investment bankers, where they are telling you and suggesting you should invest in this amount, you should invest in this sector, will give you the more amount of profit. So you'll see more job opportunities which is going to be opened through this. So this is just a basic thing that has been given over here, basic econometrics model that has been given to understand how it works. So suppose we have business problem. First of all, that has been given, there is a business problem over there. So say for example, if I'm identifying through this, okay, I'm going with another example for you. HR analytics is one of the things. Hope you're aware about HR analytics. So there is a one company, one pharmaceutical company, who is facing a more amount of the HR, you can say employment retrenchment, or you can say there is very low amount of retention ratio over there. Okay, the business problem that they have, very low amount. Say for example, they are hiring 100 people. Out of that, after 6 months, they only have 30 people. 70 people have lose the job, or maybe they leave the job. Now to solve that, you need to come up with the data analysis, or you can say this econometrics model. So what model that we can create? Okay, so data. First of all, we see that okay, how many people retain our company? What is their demographic? What is their characteristics? Our people are getting this amount of job. What is the gender of it? What is the marital status of it? What is the locality that they have? Everything, every data has been collected. Those people who retain. Now, accordingly, I'll create a one model. Suppose I'll create a model and come to know that those people who are married, those people who are within a local sites, those people who are a middle level are retaining. So this particular information, that is called prediction model. Now through that, when next time when I'm going to recruit someone, I'll make sure I'm recruiting this characteristic people only. This is called forecasting technique. This is called econometrics for me. Now apply every logic over here. I'm just giving a small example over here. For the economics also, every logic has been applied over here. Put on your problem over here, collect the data, test it, and make a result, predict the result. This is called econometrics modeling. Okay, this is the big issue that is everybody is facing right now. A wonderful topic that has been over here. Innovation and sustainable development. Okay. So for this particular topic, I've always been one of the backbone of every economy. Innovation and sustainable development is always been stand as a backbone. Why I'm telling you as a backbone, or you can say a good strength. If we have a more amount of innovation, imaginations, or you can say more new products which has been developed, it symbolizes the good healthy amount of economy over there. Say for example, again I'm giving you one of the example. Earlier we have seen in the toy industry, toy making industry, if you see, China has been one of the dominating country into the toy manufacturing industry, where 90% of worldwide toy has been manufactured by China. The main reason behind of the China is that of this toy making is that they have a higher amount of utilization of the plastics. They use plastics in a very big way. Now, India as a India, we need to understand that, and of course, because of the pricing policy, they believing into that. If you go into the market and if you buy a product of Indian origin toy, maybe it costs you 500 rupees, and if you buy a Chinese origin product, it costs you 100 rupees only. Of course, they are selling into the bulk, they are selling into the wholesale. That's why. Now, to stop this practice, India is one of the country where we have a more amount of children over there due to the high population, and there is a one big market of the toys. Okay, so what Indian government has been done, they have developed, they have tried and initiated of toy making, toy-cathon. They have one of the event that they have come up with that toy-cathon, where you need to say for example in Gandhinagar also in Children University, if you see, they have given around 1500 crore rupees investment to make a toy industry in India, in Gujarat particularly. So this is ultimately this is also sustainable development, or you can say innovation that take place. Why they are focusing more on that? Because they understood that there is a big industry coming over there. If we as a India, we as a Gujarat is making our products in our country only, there is no requirement of exporting. There is no requirement of the increment of the values. Suppose if we have developed the toy industry over here, lots of employability would come, skills is going to be there, lots of people who is going to be buy toys. Even we have a big market over there. For market also, we'll have a more amount of job opportunities. And hope you are knowing in that way in macroeconomics, more amount of jobs, more amount of money that is going to be in their pocket. Their pocket size is going to be increased. They buy more and more products. If they buy more and more products is going to be manufactured. If more and more products is going to be manufactured, you have greater amount of GDP. Simple. I think that is been learned from you. So that is the impact that I'm telling you. Startup scenario, we have seen lots of startups. I think people are going to see the Shark Tanks over there. I'm a big fan of Shark Tanks, I think. And maybe this kind of a show also motivate you young girls, by the way. Still, maybe before a Shark Tank it has been involved, we as a India has always been emerging in the startups. We have come up with a lots of startups. But again, I'm more focusing. Indian government is also more focusing on agri-tech startups. Okay, because our 60 to 70% populations are farmers or who are being associated with the agriculture only. So right now it's a day of agri-tech startups. Now, if I'm telling agri-tech, you have seen lots of startups related to the IT, software, vagera. But what is agri-tech startups? Where we are minimizing the efforts of farmers, where we are understanding the need or problems of the farmers, and accordingly we'll go with the creating new things. Say for example, I'm giving you one example of the one startup that is called Dehat, DEHAAT. Dehat is one of the startup which has been started in around 2017 somewhere. Recently, there has been funded by the Tiger, the SoftBank, both of the thing. Now, what is the startup is all about? They are selling the online inputs and outputs of the agriculture. Matlab seeds, fertilizers, technologies, everything. Even outputs also, crops and everything they are selling out to them. Selling out to the farmers on demand. Say for example, if you click something, Flipkart and Amazon will give you normal products. This company, this startups will to the farmers, they dedicatedly for the farmers. You click, say for example, you require a fertilizer tomorrow, you click today, tomorrow it is going to be delivered. That kind of a practice, that kind of startup they have invented. So this startups really boost the economy. Why it boosts the economy again? I think before the startup, if a farmers want to grow something and require to wait for a 1 month, 2 month for the fertilizer. Right now, on demand, you click one thing, the fertilizer comes at your place. On the same day, you can grow your crops, and maybe within a 1 month you can sell it out. So the business processes, right now, farmer processes, or you can say agriculture processes, is going to be boosted up, and through that you can boost the economy even. Okay. Then we have green technology that already I have taken out green technology. Today we have seen where renewable energies are one of the biggest impact we have seen. I think in the future also we have seen lots of renewable energy based startups. If we see Ola electric vehicles, one of the big thing where we have seen. Maybe the Bajaj is also right now focusing on that. Honda is also focusing on electric vehicle segments. Every company has been focusing on that. I think in terms of a Tesla is also trying to enter into it, but due to some of the legal issues, they are not entering. Due to the tax issues, that are not entering. But still, if you see, this is the year of the green technology, where renewable energy is focusing on more new business models. So I think today we live into the world as you pay something and you get the product. This is the conventional business model that we are living into the new business models. Say for example, I'm stick with the earlier example that I'm giving, Dehat startup that I have seen. So when a farmer is buying some inputs or outputs from outside of it, from that, the credit period. Say for example, we have cash on delivery. When product comes to you, you pay cash to them. Now farmer do not have cash at that moment of time. If they buy out 10,000 rupees product from online basis, they do not have 10,000 rupees at the same moment. So what is the credit period should be? तो कितने दिन में उनको पैसा वापस देना चाहिए? That is the question. So ultimately they have 90 days credit period. मतलब 90 days मतलब 3 महीना, 3 months you need to wait. Any of the company will not wait for 3 months. There's a big time that we have. So what that company have come up with a new model, which was the earlier model in our Asian time, by the way, जहाँ barter system होता था. Same thing. I'll give you the fertilizer, you give me your crop, and they'll sell out that crop into the corporate world. So new business model has been created. So we have seen lots of new business models. Say for example, we have these business models. Say for example, Airbnb is one of the biggest business model that we have seen. We have seen this. Have you ever seen about this hostel? There is another concept that is called hostel, where you need to live over there. There is no hotel. There is a common sharing room over there. You need to stay over there for the backpackers, especially. Again, new business models that has been coming and origin right now. Then apart of that, we have social entrepreneurship is one of the things. Another form, as I say, any economy is a good economy in terms of a money for sure. If we have a raining amount of money over there in any of the country, it's a sign for good development, of course. But if we do not have a humanity, we do not have a ethics, we do not have a values into that society, into that country, it doesn't matter. So we require more amount of a social entrepreneur. Social entrepreneur, it means what? Those people who are creating something or innovating for the betterment of the community, for the betterment of the society. Say for example, if you're starting any NGO which is utilizing the technology, say for example, I have seen one of the social entrepreneur called who is taking care of those people who have lost or maybe who are bridge between organ donors. Okay. Say for example, if you want to donate your organs, there is one application, register yourself. If you required some of the organs, register yourself, you'll get the particular organ that you require. Again, that's called social entrepreneurship. That boosts the ethical views, that boosts the social views. Okay. That is also part of a sustainable development. That is also part of economic reforms that we have. Okay, looking at the time right now, I need to speed up. So budget 2022, I think we have seen a very simple, sober and very small amount of budget that we have, small amount in terms of a time. So it was the shortest budget of the history that has been there. And budget 2022 has been clear over here. If we analyze the budget, the three things that has been focused more, three things. First, as we see cryptocurrency and a digital currency that is being given over there, where they are telling that we also need to come up with the digitalization of the economy. We need to come up with the cryptocurrency is also one of the biggest investment that we have seen, but we require a 30% of this lab from that. Second thing that they have done is you can say revolution for the farmers and the students. Highest amount of budget allocation has been given compared to the previous year to the education industry and agriculture industry. Both of the industry has dominated the whole budget. So try to understand farmers and the students. We have more, you can say in terms of a population, you have more amount of these two people over there, and they're focusing more on that. Apart of that, the third thing that they have focused is all about renewable energies, solar energies, hydro energies. They have seen that yes, there is a big potential that is being given over there, and because of that, we should focus more on that. So three things that have been focused more on that. Everything is remains same in terms of a tax slab. If we see over here, everything has been remained same as is in terms of a tax slab, in terms of a various corporate taxes and all that. Glad to see that they have increased the capital expenditure more compared to previous year. They have increased by 34 percentage, by the way. So that is also a glad part that we have seen. That is just this one particular PPT has been given here just for an understanding what they have. 5G spectrum is also one of the biggest issue that is going to be there in a future amount of time. They'll come up with the PPP model, jahan par public-private partnership through that you can come up with the 5G models where increased amount of digitalization is going to be there. As I say, the more focus on the technology, farmers and the students. These three things it has been there. So this is just finalizing and we can say concluding my sessions. So what is the current state of the economy that we have today? Where we are living right now? What is our deficit? What is our assets? What is our GDP growth rate that you are predicting and all that? So this is the things. If we see GDP growth rates over here, we are expecting 9.2 percentage growth in terms of a GDP, 8 to 8.5 percentage also in a real GDP manner. So what it symbolizes that okay, we are going to be manufacture, we are going to be export more amount of a money compared to the previous year. Say for example, if we are exporting or manufacturing 100 crore rupees in 2021, in this year we are going to be export 108 crore rupees. It symbolizes the sign of the growth, sign of the development. Of course, we are living into the COVID situation, and due to that, lots of companies and lots of industry has been closed, and due to that, we do not have opportunity to grow more. But this is the time. This is the year of India. Our honorable Prime Minister have said that okay, this year is not, this decade is not said as a normal decade. This is called decade. That is a technology and decade that is called decade that we are living right now, and that is also reflecting into the budget also. Okay, everything they have focused more on the technology. They have focused more onto the digitalization of everything. They have focused more onto the digital consumers. They are just not a conventional budget that they're offering. They are budgeting the very optimistic, very futuristic budget, which shows that the imagination of the government. So this is just a random numbers you have seen. This is the numbers game that we have seen. Agriculture, as I say, agriculture has been one of the most focused sector that we have seen. Consumption has been expected by 7.0 percentage. There is also a good sign of any economy. So people are going to be consuming more and more product in the future also, where we have seen lots of economic reforms is going to be there. GDP is also going to be increased. Lots of organization like IMF, like Standard and Poor, these are the companies, Moody's, these are the companies who are offering that our GDP is going to be grow, and of course it is going to be grow. Some more statistics for you guys. So just for the understanding purpose, okay, where we are right now and where we are going to be there. So I think through this, I can conclude in that way. In this year would be one of the major year in terms of the economy of India. You will see more job opportunity is going to be there. You see more transaction is going to be there. You see more emerging technology, emerging business is going to be grow in very short way. But of course, you require more upgraded skills for that. As I say, it is not a conventional year. It's a decade, technology and decade mixed together. So you need to geared up yourself for that economy. You need to geared up accordingly. Okay. So I think according to me, skill based learning is the motto for you guys. which gives you more insightful what is there in outside world. So I think that's it from my side. If you have any queries or a question, I always welcome these things.
Thank you, Dr. Dhruv Brumbach, sir, for explaining the contemporary issues in economics in such a lucid way. I hope students have also discovered urgent issues of economic growth, economic reforms, international trade, research, digital currency, social entrepreneurship, and new opportunities in this context. There are some questions from the student side. Now I am putting those questions on behalf of them. First question is, what are your views in relation to inflation post pandemic?
Okay. So of course, inflation, it means normal inflation. If I define inflation from the book perspective, it's an increased amount of prices of any goods and services that we have. And due to pandemic, we have lots of shortage of the manufacturing over there, and due to that, there's a shortages. And due to shortages, the amount of price is going to be hiked. But according to my perspective, in the future, as I say, we see the GDP growth that we have seen, that is around 9 to 9%, 9 to 5% that is predicted for this year. You will see more manufacturing activity that is going to be there. And due to more manufacturing activities is going to be there, people are going to be produced more and more. People pocket is going to be increased. Say for example, today if I am investing or maybe not investing, I have a share of bahar khane ka share. Say for example, I am only have 1,000 rupees. That is increased to the 2,000 rupees. So with the increased number of inflation, people's pocket is also increasing. The quantity is also increasing. And if we see, as I say, GDP is growing, manufacturing activity is going to be boosted. Through that, maybe in a future amount of time, those products who are a necessity, those price may be downfall, but those prices, those products who are, you can say, beyond the need and want, which is stands as a, you can say, the desire or luxury, that product may be priced hike. Say for example, automobile industry, we have seen price hike into the automobile. It symbolized that the growth of the India, again, it symbolized the growth. Why it symbolized the growth? Because you have a more amount of money. They are predicting that the people have more money. Okay. With the increased number of inflation, we have decreased number of sales. It symbolizes there is a lack of money. So this is my view, by the way. Inflation is good at certain level from the government's perspective, but for the luxurious product, not for the necessities.
Thank you, sir. Now, second question is, what are your views regarding the capex increase in budget allocation in the uh, Indian economy?
Okay. If we see budget right now, it's a fine-tuned and fine drafted budget that we have seen, where they are focusing capital expenditure. If I'm not wrong, they have increased up to 10 lakh crore rupees, for up to 10 lakh crore rupees, realized 10 lakh crore rupees, which was earlier it was only 6.5 somewhere. So they have increased up to 34 percentage of the capital expenditure as India. Now, what is capital expenditure? I think people over there, I need to tell them. Well, capital expenditure, it means a money that is going to be expend for the betterment or for the normal human being or normal people over there, a layman people over there. You have seen more amount of flyovers, more amount of roads, more amount of government projects would come over here. Say for example, again, our honorable transport minister Nitin Gadkari have announced that okay, we have achieved a recorded road has been established throughout the states, from one state to another state. Maybe every day or every month they have 25,000 kilometer line has been established. So that is also symbolizing of it's symbol of the growth that we have seen. So you have seen, as I say, more amount of growth is going, and every I think some of the areas they have seen the concrete roads that is being established over there. So again, it's symbolizing the growth. And compared to the previous year, they are going to invest more money. They've also said that we are also going to be borrow money and to invest for the public interest. So it gives a pleasure to see that in the future you will see more government projects are going to be there, more better facilities are going to be there, and more, you can say, cost of living is also one of the part. I'm not touching that part, but still you'll have a healthier amount of the, if you see again more capital expenditure. If I'm bifurcating, health industry has been allocated a lot of capital expenditure in this year. They have planned They should come up with a centralized database of the health. Suppose right now we have a PAN card. So through PAN card, you can understand the financial activity, which is the financial activity of yours. They'll start up with the health cards where you don't need to come up with any kind of a normal medical reports or somewhere. Every medical report has been stored in one database. Say, for example, if I'm in Ahmedabad right now, and if I'm going to Pune, and if I have a heart attack, assume that, and doctors over there who required my reports, so they are entering my number only, then come to know with the records. This kind of a ecosystem, this kind of a health infrastructure they are planning, and for that it required amount of money, of course.
Thank you, sir. Now, third question is how Indian economy is growing towards more developing nations.
Okay. So I think I'm really feel proud to be said that we are having the higher amount of GDP compared to other developing countries, of course. And that again and again, I'm telling you that shows that we have that potential, we have that skills, we have that kind of a, you can say, enthusiasm to grow more. We as an Indian, say for example, if you see 9% GDP, it's tremendous. If we see, due to COVID, we have this. We are into the exporting high. IT industry ho, digital industry ho, we are at the upper level. We are at the top right now. Even agriculture also, I have seen agriculture, more amount of agriculture export has been done. If we read out the reports again, around 30 to 35 percentage of exports of our local crops and all that has been exporting to the other countries. In terms of medical also, again we are growing. We have more number of hospitalizations, we have more number of facilities which has been available over here. Still, in some of the rural areas, we have been lacking, but still we are not ending up right now. We can grow more and more and more. Better opportunities would become. Still, we have seen lots of telecommunication revolution has been there. Now, small town, ho, yeah, chota, I think your mother, father, your grandfather is also using a Facebook right now. So it symbolizes that we are growing, we are developing. The people are knowing everything. Where internet is reaching to the every corner, mobile devices are reaching to the every corner. It shows, it's symbolizing the developing nation. We are maybe in a future amount of time, after 5 years or maybe after 10 years, we would be the more developed country rather than a developing country. And the time would be there where we'll stand by with maybe America, China, where maybe ahead of that in the future scenarios.
Thank you so much, sir. All our students are working very hard, and if every individual works to their fullest in their field, we will be very soon called a developed nation. Now we are ending the session. I, Dr. Beena Patel, on behalf of the Faculty of Commerce, SMP, take this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks. I express my sincere gratitude to GLS University Management for providing support and guidance for conducting the academic and other co-curriculum activities. I thank our expert speaker, Dr. Dhruv Brumbach, sir, for sparing his valuable time for conducting today's session. Thanks again, Dhruv, sir, for such an enriching and informative session. Thank you all. Wishing you good luck. Thank you.